Good morning, everyone. I'm Zev Fema, research analyst for Action Alerts Plus. I'll be filling in for Catherine Ross all this week. Jim, it's a huge day. Let's dive right into it. We have Boeing earnings.
Huge. I mean, I got up really early, but it wasn't early enough. The Boeing earnings, they really just basically said, look, it's business as usual, but we can't give you any sort of future guidance. But what I would point out is that when I was talking with Greg Haywood, the United Technologies people, everyone's pretty confident they'll solve this thing. The problem is that do you want to fly one? And
right.
I think that's what they have to wrestle with.
Right, so they're holding off on the guidance because of the 737 MAX suspension. I believe they're also holding back on the buyback, which I think is pretty responsible.
I think they have to. Who knows how much they owe?
So how should investors react?
Look, the fact that the stock is up is indicative of the fact that people really feel that they're going to get their arms around this. At this price, I don't have that level of conviction. I think that the longer they take, the more confident we be about their safety. Had Boeing, from the day of the first crash, said, we're shutting this thing down, we want to find out what happened, Boeing would be at 480. They fooled around with safety. Now, that does, I don't mean to, they basically kept insisting everything's fine. Now, it's Boeing. When I said before, let me take that back. Boeing was, I think, too confident. Okay, too confident. Now they're paying for their confidence, and I don't want to pay for their stock here.
Right, absolutely. I mean, they're not doing the buyback, so why should you jump in? And I just want to give everyone a quick reminder, Boeing is our real money stock of the day.
Yes.
So for everybody watching, get over to Real Money. We've got the whole team on it. We're covering it from every single angle. I mean, you're going to want to see, what we have to say about that.
Do every day stock of the day. It's very cool.
So Jim, so let's move from Boeing. Let's move over to the energy sector real quick. This is an AEP holding. Anadarko catches another bid.
Okay, when we bought Anadarko, our thinking was this. It is undermanaged. It's either going to get the management together or it's going to get bid. Then the stock has a sickening slide as they missed the quarter badly because it was undermanaged. And then they have the Colorado initiative, which they actually win. Stock goes up 5 to 58 from 53, and then starts going down again because people start thinking that maybe the properties aren't that good. Well, you know what? Chevron doesn't feel that way. Chevron thinks it's undermanaged, and so does Oxy. Notice how Oxy's not going after Pioneer, which is well-managed. They want to go after the one that's not well-managed, and that is Anadarko.
So really quickly, for those who are unfamiliar, Chevron came in with... first off, Anadarko was down huge prior to this.
I mean, look, I play with an open hand. We screwed up on Anadarko. In the last two club calls, I said, listen, man, mea culpa, Anadarko. I just thought it was worth so much more. And the patience we had is rewarding us.
So we did screw up on it. We got into early. We had a lot of members actually ask us, why don't we just cut out, go for something else? What it came down to was value. You have to buy when you can. The stock was down, totally undervalued. Chevron comes in with a $65 offer, and then just this morning we learned that Occidental came in with a $76 offer, about 20% above Chevron.
Yeah,
so Jim,
remember,
my question...
Mike Wirth was on Mad Money. He's the CEO of Chevron, and I've cultivated a relationship with Chevron because I love the company. They've got the balance sheet to buy Oxy and Anadarko. So Vicky Hollab, I think you're a great operator. She's CEO of Oxy. You can't beat Chevron. If Chevron wants that Permian, they're going to get it.
So that's my other question, Jim. Are we looking at a bidding war?
Yes. So you got to hold on to it. I mean, now we got lucky, you could say we held on to it, but you know what? We held on to NXPI. We've only held on to one in like the 15 years I've been doing this crazy thing, and now we're holding on to Anadarko.
So that's what investors really need to know. Chevron, they're a heavy hitter. They could come back at them. We could be looking at a bidding war. For the time being, we would say just sit tight on it.
Yes.
All right, Jim, we're going to go for a speed round right now. It is an earnings onslaught.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so we have 60 seconds. So you get 20 seconds per name.
Yeah,
I'm going to name out three different stocks. Give me one metric that we have to be watching tonight after the bell. So first up, Facebook.
Facebook, you want new advertisers. Not what people were thinking. New advertisers.
All right, next up, Microsoft.
Microsoft, Azure, Cloud, all I care about.
All about the Azure growth on Microsoft. And last is PayPal.
All right, PayPal, you want to be able to see Venmo and monetization. Let me just go back to Facebook. The reason I just said the new advertisers is what I'm saying is that I think they lost no advertisers and actually picked up advertisers during this period. They've been savaged in the dead tree press, and I think they'll make that story tonight.
All right, and real quick, since we are on earnings, James Depore, I hope I got that right, a.k.a. Rev Shark, is out on Real Money with a piece on Microsoft and Facebook. So be sure to get over there, check out what he has to say, what he's looking for ahead of the release. Jim, anything else?
And by the way, yes, Doug Cass has a piece about the semis being stretched. They're up 40% for the year. And I just wanted to point out that Dave Portnoy visited the Longshoreman yesterday and gave our pizza an 8.2. It's one of the highest ratings he's ever given. It's right up there with Pepe's, not as good as Lucali. That was a very, very important taste test. It was the margarita pizza. I want to congratulate Michelle Ewan and Kevin, they're our chefs, and to Lisa, because we worked hard. And when Portnoy comes, one bite, it's the single most important thing to have in the restaurant. It's more important than Michelin.
Oh yeah, Jim. Honestly, I don't know how you find time, but it's all day. We're managing, helping manage the Longshoreman, Bar San Miguel.
I am not done yet. Okay, I'm 64 and I'm not done yet.
Any other restaurants in the pipeline?
You know, my wife doesn't want to do anymore. I had an idea for one, but she's nixed it.
Well, we'll see if Jim can get that idea through.
Can I just tell you what it was going to be? It was going to be deli.
A deli?
It was going to be, yes. It was going to be like a combination Russ and Daughters and kind of, let's just say corned beef, brisket, I mean, pickles, like Katz's, Romanian. And we do it in Brooklyn because they don't have it. And Brooklyn's the fastest growing city in the world. And my wife said that would kill a lot of people who ate there because stuff's all fat.
All right, guys. Well, there you have it.
It's like Jewel, Don't enter this restaurant. That's like the most important thing, like Jewel. Don't smoke us, it'll kill you. Oh, let me get that. I want that.
Surgeon
I want
General.
The watermelon. Surgeon General, yeah.
All right, we've got a lot to cover. We're going to be talking more earnings over on the Action Alerts.
8.2.
8.2? We're going to jump over to the Action Alerts members only video and continue the conversation, so be sure to get over there and check it out. Also, again, we are going to have a lot of earnings tonight. We have Facebook, Microsoft, also for the trust. This whole week we're talking Amazon, Lamb Research, because you mentioned the semis. Free trial will get you access to all the write-ups, so get over to actionalertsplus.com to check it out.
Everyone's free trial, and I love it.
See you there.